I'm going to talk now about how to choose a bushfire sprinkler system. Obviously, if your home is under threat, the best and first option is to leave and leave early. But if you want to put a few things into place beforehand, let's run through them now. Obviously, the most simplest thing you can do is get a couple of garden hoses and wet around your house and keep all outdoor vessels like buckets and things full. You can also hook up some garden sprinkler systems, and these are quite tall and all made of metal so that they don't perish in a fire. Then you can move towards putting something on the roof. These small units can be used both on the ground or put up on your roof. You can join two together just by adding some galvanised pipe, and then you can set up 3 or 4 across the width of your roof. Hook up your pipe, hook up your hose, and then just let them run. When you're connecting your sprinkler systems together, always use a metal connectors, be it copper or galvanised. Your normal garden hose is not going to be adequate to connect these two sprinklers together when you need it the most. One large thing to consider when you're in a bushfire area is how much water you have and how long you can run that for. Bear in mind that you may lose power at some stage, or you may lose the whole mains pressure system. In that case, an ideal thing is to have a backup generator. This can be used to hook up water pumps or other electricity to the house. You can also use this particular unit to drop the hose into your holding tanks and then spray out across your garden or across your roof. Also, when you're choosing a generator, you want one that's easy to start and the whole family can use it. Preferably one with a push button start as opposed to a pull start. Always make sure everyone knows how to start it and use it. It's a good thing to practice it throughout the year. Ember attack is the biggest risk during a fire season. Embers can come from quite some distance and land on your property. By having a sprinkler system in place and a source of water, you're actually creating a curtain of water that can help cool down the area and stop ember attack and protect your home. There's a number of things to consider before you set up your fire system and your sprinkler system, and that is how much water you have available to you, what sort of power source you need to run that water, and other things, for example, the terrain that you have, how big an area you're trying to protect. If you're unsure, you can download all this information from your local fire authority website. When you're setting up these sprinkler systems, it's always a good idea to consult with your plumber. You want to make sure that the system you're putting in place is going to be adequate for the water that you have and the pressures that you have available to you. So while setting up this sprinkler system may be a reasonable outlay in the beginning, what it could save you and your family in the long run is uncountable. Always buy good quality equipment, always buy metal fittings. Don't go for the plastic fittings like this. They're just not going to work in a fire situation. Be prepared and have good quality equipment ready. Obviously, your best option is to leave and leave early, but if you want to have something in place for the interim, something like this is quite achievable.